Hello friends! Today I want to give you a quick mini lesson that matches with the photocopies you have for the next part of chapter 6. The next thing we're going to talk about is how the equation y equals mx plus b actually can be used in real life. I know with all the algebra we've been doing, a lot of you have been wondering, what does this matter? Well, here's a little story to show you what matters. If you're planning a dance for the school and you know the DJ is going to cost $300. That's $300 you're going to have to pay regardless of how many students attend the dance. So we will call that a fixed cost for having the dance. Another cost that you're going to incur is the cost to print the tickets for the students. So printing tickets is going to be another cost, but this one is going to be $5 per ticket. So we're going to say that's a variable cost because if I sell 200 tickets, it's a bigger cost. If I sell only 10 tickets, it's a smaller cost because it's 5 times how many tickets. So we have a fixed cost and we have a variable cost. If you think about our equation, y equals mx plus b, the y is going to be our total cost for hosting this dance. M is going to be the $5 per ticket. X is how many tickets we get printed, plus the fixed cost of $300 for our DJ. So y equals mx plus b is actually useful when we have a variable cost and we have a fixed cost. Sometimes in a story problem, they ask us to use different letters rather than y and x, just because it matches the story better. So they might say use a capital C for total cost equals, use a T for tickets that we're printing, $5 per ticket. And the $300 is our fixed cost still. So no matter how you slice it, this equation that gives us slope and y-intercept form actually is helpful to us. Your slope is your variable cost. Your y-intercept is your fixed cost. I'm going to scroll down on the page. This is a photocopy you have in your packet. There's a few things I want you to change. First of all, I want you to change in the sentence here, I want you to add the word printing a ticket costs, because we're talking about the costs of hosting a dance. We're not talking about the revenue from selling a ticket to a student. So change that to the word printing, and then we're going to scroll down and make another quick change. Further down on your page, you have the example, suppose 123 people bought tickets. Well, let's say, suppose 123 tickets were printed, because that's a cost instead of a revenue. What was the total cost? So we have our $5 per ticket times 123 that we're printing, plus our fixed cost. And last time I checked, 615 plus 300 is not 900. We need to change that so that it's 915. That was done a little bit too quickly, I guess. So we can calculate the total cost of hosting a dance just by substituting in the number of tickets sold or the number of tickets we printed, so we can see what our cost is to have the dance. Another question would be, suppose the cost was $350, so we know the total cost. We put it in the place of y. How many people bought tickets? Well, this is also how many tickets were printed. I'm going to retype this worksheet for another year so that it's all about tickets being printed. So we can put in our $5 to print each ticket. We can put in our fixed cost for our DJ. And now we're solving for the t, or the x, in y equals mx plus b. So subtract 300 from both sides. We have 50 equals 5t. We divide by 5 because we want to isolate the t. Divide by 5 for the 50. And we end up with the number of tickets was 10. So this equation can actually tell us things about the event we're organizing. There's one more type of question that I'd like to show you. It's in part D, so I'm going to clear the screen and move down. Sometimes we might ask, could the cost be exactly $146? And you're going to justify your answer by doing some math. So we're going to substitute in 146 for our total cost, and we're going to solve for t. So we subtract 300 from each side, and we have negative 154 equals 5t. If I go a step further and divide by 5, so I isolate my t, the t is going to be a negative number. We can't print a negative amount of tickets. So, no, the cost will never be $146 because we can't print negative tickets. So we've just given proof that that number will not work in our equation and actually makes sense. So the next example in your packet is one about getting a gym membership. I think that you'll understand that story as it goes. And then there are a few questions after that that you can practice. So take a crack at those today in your packet. Have a good day.